Hello, good evening students. Today in the class we have solved two problems. The same highlights once again discussed in this video. Problem number 1. A tank of 1250 kVA natural oil cooled transformer has the dimensions length, width and height are given. The full load loss it is also given. Loss dissipation due to radiation, that is 6 watts per meter square degree centigrade, and loss dissipation due to convection 6.5 watts per meter square degree centigrade, and improvement in convection due to provision of tubes it is 40%, and temperature rise is given. Length of each tube 1 meter, diameter of tube 50 mm. Find the number of cooling tubes and neglecting the top and bottom surfaces of the tank. So this is one of the problem given. So you write down the data one side. Whatever size of the tank is given, you with usual notations write there. Length of tank LT 0.65 meter. So dimension is always mentioned. First it is length, next width, next height. First it is length into width into height, if it mentioned in respective fashion. So almost all derivation details are given. Already we know that loss dissipation due to radiation standard value itself is 6 watts per meter square degree centigrade, and convection that is also 6.5 watts per meter square degree centigrade. So one change we can observe in this problem, in our derivation we have take how much percentage increase in area due to convection by using the cooling tubes, that is 35% we have considered. But in this problem it is given improvement in convection due to provision of cooling tubes, it is given 40%. Then while you are estimating of respective data, instead of 35% we have to take 40% increase. That is the one idea. Sir, now you can draw a drawing just to understand where is height of tank, where is width of tank, where is length of tank. You can observe how many sides are available here. Vertical sides, 4 vertical sides, along width 2 vertical, along length again 2. Totally we are having 4 vertical sides are responsible to develop the cooling effect, and 1 top surface and 1 bottom surface. It is given in problem, neglect. Hence, by using the data, calculate heat dissipating surface of tank, S of T. Already I explained how many sides are available. Vertical sides 4, 2 are along width, 2 are along length. Then 2 times of LT plus HT, height, plus 2 times of width into HT. So 2 times HT is common. Substitute the value, we are going to get around 8.14 meter square. Then you write the expression loss dissipated by tank, that is due to radiation and convection. So 6 plus 6.5 times of ST, it becomes 12.5 times of ST. So heat dissipated area of cooling tubes, that should be equal to X times of ST. So loss dissipated by cooling tubes due to convection. So 6.5, here 40% increase I have to take, hence I have to taken 140 divided by 100. In standard derivation it has been taken as 35, 135. Okay, that only difference So this value you are going to get as 9.1 x times of St. Hence total loss dissipated by the tanks and tubes. So you are going to get the expression 12.5 times of St plus 9.1 x times of St. So total loss is given. Total loss equal to iron loss plus copper loss. So that is Pi plus Pc. It is given in 13.1 kilowatt. Convert into watts. Remember, one of the danger factor, you convert this value into watts. So finally you develop the expression theta equal to total loss divided by total loss dissipated. You substitute the value and try to calculate x value. Try to calculate x value. You substitute all the values. Theta 40 degrees centigrade is given. St 8.14. Total watts 13.1 into 10 to the power of 3. Substitute all the values. Calculate the value of x. Once the x comes, 50% of your problem completes. So next is total area of tubes. Total area of tubes equal to x times of St. X times of St. So we are getting this value around 24.8 meter square. Hence total number of cooling tubes. Total number of cooling tubes equal to total area of tubes divided by area of one tube. So area of one tube, you calculate pi dl, surface area of one tube equal to pi dl, where d is given 50 mm, convert into meters, 50 into 10 to the power of minus 3 meter. L is given, sometime it may be mentioned as height also, L or h. So it is 1 meter. This value equal to 0.157 meter square. Then number of cooling tubes equal to around 158. If this data is missing, assume standard length of the tube 1 meter, standard diameter 50 mm. Whether in problem it may be mentioned or not mentioned. Next, if question is asked, also show the arrangement of cooling tubes. Means you draw a rectangular, you mention width and length. Width is 1.5 meters, convert into millimeters, 1550 millimeter. Length of tank, it is 0.65 meter, that is 650 mm. So you have to leave minimum 50 mm surface along widthwise and along lengthwise, minimum. Maximum it may be left to your choice. It may be 100, it may be 75 on sand. So distance between each centers of the cooling tube, adjacent cooling tubes, minimum is 75 mm. Standard distance between adjacent tube centers, it is 75 mm as shown in diagram. By taking this value, you have to make trial and error of the calculation of number of cooling tubes. For example, if I take 20 tubes, if I want to make 20 tubes, how many spacings are there? 19 spacings are there. So you calculate 19 into 75. You calculate 19 into 75. This is total distance for arrangement of 20 tubes. So this distance you subtract from total 1550 mm. You are getting around 125 remaining. Hence on each side you leave the clearance 125 by 2. So that is 62.5 mm on both sides. This shows arrangement of cooling tubes on widthwise. In a similar fashion, you arrange 8 number of cooling tubes. 8 number of cooling tubes. So 8 tubes means 7 spacings. 7 spacings. Then 7 into 75. Total 650 mm minus this distance. Then you leave 50% of the both sides of clearances along lengthwise. This is arrangement of first row, first column. In similar fashion, you go for second row. In second row, one tube you reduce. It is 19 tubes second row and 7 tubes in second column, or it may be lengthwise. You go on calculation. Then if it is not completed in second row and second column, go for third. So here plus or minus a few number of tubes, either 2 or 4. So you have to distribute along entire area for uniform cooling. Sometimes the designed number of coolings is not possible to provide uniform, hence it may be more or less than actual value. Yes, already I explained this one. The details of calculation here shown. Yes, you go through please. A 250 kVA 660 bar 400 volts 3-phase core type transformer has a total loss of 4800 watts on full load. The transformer tank is 1.25 meter height and 1 meter into 0.5 plan. Design a suitable scheme of cooling tubes if the average temperature rise is to be limited to 35 degrees centigrade. The diameter of tube is 50 mm and spaced 75 mm from each other. The average height of tube is 1.05 meter. This is the given problem and it is asked in the VTU exam also. So the now length of tank is given. Length of tank, it is 0.5 meter. Width of tank, that is 1 meter. Height of tank, it is given 1.25 meters. So already we have known how to consider the surface area of tank. If you are interested, you can draw the tank diagram or leave it, no problem. Directly you can go for heat dissipating surface of tank, 3.75 meter square. Then last problem we are having 40% improvement. Now it is not mentioned here. In standard format improvement is 35%. Hence we have to take that value while designing of cooling tubes. So XST is the heat dissipation area due to cooling tubes. Hence loss dissipated by cooling tubes due to convection 8.8 X times ST. Total loss dissipated by the tanks and tubes, it is equal to 12.5 times of ST plus 8.8 times of XST. So that should be equal to ST in bracket 12.5 plus 8.8 times of X. Total loss is given, that is in watts only, 4800 watts. Then you go to the directly temperature rise expression. Temperature rise theta equal to total loss divided by total loss dissipated, that is 4800 divided by ST inside the bracket 12.5 plus 8.8 X. It is the standard derivation form only. So substitute all the values, X value calculate. So it is coming around 2.73. Then it is possible to calculate total area of cooling tubes, X multiplied by ST. This value we are going to get around 10.25 meter square. Then D is available, L is available. Calculate area of or surface area of one cooling tube. Only danger factor is diameter. Diameter always is mm. 50 mm is given. Take into meters. 50 into 10 to the power of minus 3. Height is given, or length of the tube 1.05. So we are going to get as 0.1649 meter square. Then it is possible to determine area of number of cooling tubes. So total area of tube divided by area of each tube, we are going to get as 62. Then you draw the tank along width. It is 1 meter, 1000 mm. Lengthwise 0.5 meters, 500 mm. Again by trial and error, calculate. Along widthwise, I have taken 12 tubes. 12 tubes means 11 spacing. 11 into 75. Distance between adjacent tubes, that is 75 mm. So we are going to get around the value. This value should be subtracted from 1000 mm. What value comes divided by 2? That we are going to get 87.5 mm on both sides. This is clearance between the surface of tank to tubes. Similar fashion, in lengthwise we have to consider 5 tubes, hence 4 spacings are there, that is 4 into 75. So we are going to get around 300 mm. 500 minus 300 mm, remaining is 200 mm. So 200 by 2, 100 mm on each side clearance. So this is arrangement of first row, first column, or widthwise or lengthwise. In similar fashion, go for second row, second column, less than 1. Then that means 11 tubes are arranged in widthwise. 5 tubes are arranged in lengthwise. Hence total number of tubes becomes, it may be around 64. You can add. Actual design is 62. Hence we have to take plus or minus 2 tubes to provide uniform cooling effect. Entire surface of the tank is covered. So you practice, sirs. Tomorrow problems becomes easy. Thank you to one and all.